Hello students, welcome to the 10th session of sets. In the previous session I have discussed with you the examples of the miscellaneous exercise. Now in this session I will be discussing the questions of the miscellaneous exercise as well as I will show you the certain questions also. Now we come to the first question of miscellaneous exercise. Here it says कि decide among the following sets which sets are subsets of one and another. Now here the hint that here this set A is in your set builder form. Set builder form it is there, and the B and C and D are in the roster form. Okay. So now you have to list the elements of set A and find it out which set is subset of another. So if you see D is the singleton set, and you will find out that in which set the elements of D is there. So then the D will become the subset of those sets, isn't it? So this is a very easy question that you can do it easily. Okay. Now we come to the second question. Second question says कि in each of the following determine whether the statement is true or false. If it is true, prove it, and if it is false, to give an example. So now in both the cases it becomes a very descriptive. It is not just an objective that you write it down true or false, but here you need to give the proving if it is true, and you need to give an example if it is false. So this is what you have to do. Let's consider the first part of the second question. And now here you see in the first part it says कि if X belongs to A and A belongs to B, then X belongs to B. You need to find out whether this then is true or false. Now if you see carefully, in the first instance it appears to be true, and if it is true, then we have to prove it. So need to understand कि X is an element. So element X belongs to A and A is a set. So set A belongs to as an element of set B. This means this things I have explained you in the starting when we have started about the sets, about the subsets and all that. There I have explained you that this means कि element and set A is an element of set B and X belongs, you have to prove then X belongs to B. So let us consider a set. So let A be 1 and 2 and value of X is equal to 1. So if you are considering the 1, so 1 will be belonging to set A, isn't it? So X belongs to set A. X is an element, so it belongs to set A. So then we can say that 1 belongs to 1 and the set A. This we can represent. So it is true. But what we have to prove? We need to prove that X belongs to B. So here if I say that A belongs to B, this means that this as a complete set belongs to an element. So here we can then write it that B is equal to, that is A, that is it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2, that is a set, and 3, 4. So this whole is acting as an element as well as 3 and 4. So now can we say 1 belongs to this set? Can we? Think it. No, we cannot say that 1 does not belongs to. Here I strike it off. That 1 does not belongs to this set because 1 is not the element here, isn't it? So here then we can say X does not belongs to B. Is that clear? The X does not belongs to B. So this whole statement will become false. I hope this is clear. Now let us take the second statement. The second statement says that if A is a subset of B and B belongs to C, then A belongs to C. So again here A is a subset of B. So when A is a subset of B, then all the elements of A belongs to B, isn't it? And here say B belongs to C. So here it is not saying that B is a subset of C, but it says that element the set B is belongs to as an element of set C. So here we say here the A is 1 and 2. This is where I am taking it, and B I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4. So A is a subset of B, then it is true. But here it says that B belongs to C. That means that this whole is acting as an element of the set B, C. So this will be written as 1, 2, 3, 4 as a set and 5, 6. So then can we say that here A belongs to C? Can we say A belongs to C? No, we cannot say A belongs to C. Reason? So here we say that is a 1, 2 is what? 1, 2 is A is a set, one contains element 1 and 2, and here that A is a subset of B and B belongs to C. It is not saying that A belongs to C here. So here it says B belongs to C. When B belongs to C, so here we have this. Okay. Now we move to the another part, that is your third part. It says if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, then we say A is a subset of C. Now whether this will be true or false, so if it is true, so we need to prove it. So if you are saying that here A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, then we can say A is a subset of C. That's true. So that we have to prove it. So for proving, let us consider A is 1. One element I am taking it. Here I am taking an example. That is, then A is a subset of B. Then we can say the B contains the two elements, that is 1 and 2. This is clear. And further it says that B is a subset of C. So B is a subset of C. So then we will have a C as a set which will be having the more elements than B, but all the elements of B will be there. I hope this is clear. So all the elements of A is contained in C. All elements are contained in C. So therefore A is a subset of B. So then we can, this is what we have proved it. Okay. Now we move to the fourth part. So when we are moving to the fourth part, here you see that if A is not a subset of B, A is not a subset of B, B is not a subset of C, and then A is not a subset of C. So here the condition says that then it will be what? True or false? If it is true, so we are going to prove it. So here when it says that A is a subset of B, that means that whatever the elements are present in A, they are not in B. So here we say let A is what? This here A I am taking as 1. So A is not a subset of B. So then means that elements which are present in A, B, that they do not belongs to A. So here we are taking 2 and 3. So here B is a subset of, not a subset of C. So that means that C will contain all those elements which are not present in B. So since the elements of A is in C, if you see that 1 is here and 1 is here, isn't it? So this is contained in C or not? So we can say that A is a subset of C. So if it is a subset of C, so it is false. I hope this thing is clear. Okay. Now we take up the another fifth part. The fifth part, it says X belongs to A and A is not a subset of B. A is not a subset of B. Then X belongs to B. So here we say that it is a true or false. So how we will prove it? So here we say let A as 2 and 3. 2 belongs to A. Here you see that element 2 is taken as belongs to A. Here we have considered this as X. X is an element of A. So we are taking 2 as the element of A and we say that A is not a subset. Here it is given the condition that A is not a subset of B. So that B will contain all those elements which are not present in A. So when it is not contained, so now can we say that 2 belongs to B? Can we say this? Here it says what? X belongs to B. So here can we say that is a no, it does not belongs to B. So then this is false. I hope this is clear. Now the sixth question. The sixth part we say, so here it says कि if A is a subset of B and X does not belongs to B, then X does not belongs to A as well. Here is A is a subset. That means कि the elements of A are present in B. Here it says कि X does not belongs to B. So when X does not belongs to B, how then X belongs to A? It will be true. So how it will be true? Let's say, so here we take let A as 1, and since A is a subset of B, so it will contain then all the elements of A will be present in B. So here 1 and 2, and it says that X does not belongs to B. So we can consider an element which does not belongs to B. So when it does not belongs to B, so it will not belongs to A as well. So here when it does not belongs to A, then this statement is true. I hope it is clear. Now we move to another question, that is your question number 3. Now if you see that from question number 2, that we have used the certain examples. Now from question number 1 till question number 12, if you see the more or less about the same properties we are going to use it. So you need to be very careful. Most of the places I have not used the statement to explain you. I have explained verbally, but you will be writing down the statement certain places where it is required to explain your support your question. Now we take the question number 3. So in this question number 3, it says let A, B and C be the sets such that A union B is equal to A union C and A intersection B is equal to A intersection C. Then you need to show that is B is equal to C. If you remember that when we were proving that in the starting also when we are talking about the subsets, so there was a condition that if A is equal to B, so A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. This implies that A will be equal to B. So now here you see that B is equal to C is given here. So then we need to prove what? So we need to prove that is B is a subset of C and C is a subset of B. This is what we have to prove it. So then only we can say that B is equal to C. So first we take it as that is B is a subset of C. So how we prove it? So here we assume that let element X belongs to B. Here you see that we are not taking the examples as we have taken in the question number 2, but you need to have the feeling that we are talking about the elements and the elements are present in a particular set in which we are talking about. Okay, so here X belongs to B, that is the element. Then when X belongs to B, then X belongs to A union B, isn't it? So this will belongs to A union B. So if it belongs to A union B, so then it belongs to A union C, as it was given here कि A union B is equal to A union C, isn't it? So X belongs to it, so A union B is equal to A union C. So if X belongs to A or X belongs to C, so here it was when we are taking this X belongs to B, so it will be either it will be belonging to A union B or not, isn't it? So here we say that when we say A union C, so we have this कि either it belongs to A or it belongs to C when we are talking about A union C. So if it belongs to A, so we can say that X belongs to A intersection B or not. It will be whether I write it B intersection A or A intersection B. So here X belongs to A intersection C. Here we say X belongs to A intersection C. So then we can say X belongs to C, because A intersection C, that means कि it is common to both. It is common to A as well as C, this element. So then only, so if it belongs to A, then it belongs to C as well. So when it belongs to C, so we can say B is a subset of C or not, isn't it? Are you clear or not? Here you see that B is a subset. How it is a subset of C? Because here we have taken what? X belongs to B. X belongs to B, and here we say X belongs to C. So when it is belonging to B, it is belonging to C. That means a B is a subset of C. And if X belongs to C, so here we say that the B is a subset of C. Yeah. So now second part, that we have to prove that the C is a subset. In the first part I have proved it, and now we have to prove. Now here we take that second condition, कि C is a subset of B. When C is a subset, we are assuming here कि Y is the element which belongs to set C, isn't it? So here when it is belongs to set C, so we can say that Y belongs to A union C. This is the element. When it belongs to C, so it will belonging to the union of A and C. So when it belongs to A and C, so we can say that a Y element will belong to A union B, as it was given कि A union B is equal to A union C, isn't it? So when it is belonging, so here further we can say that either it belongs to A or belongs to B. When it belonging A union B, so this element will belong to A or it will belong to B. So if we take that it belongs to B, so we can say that Y element will belong to A intersection C, isn't it? So if it is belonging to A, so it will belong to A intersection C. So if it belongs to A intersection C, that means it belongs to A as well as C also. Then only, and we can further say that this element belongs to A intersection B, as it was given A intersection C is equal to A intersection B. Clear? So when it belongs to this here, so we can say that Y belongs to B. When it belongs to A intersection C, and this is the condition, so it will belong to A intersection B. Then if it belongs to A, then it will belong to B also. So we can say here Y belongs to B. So when Y belongs to B, and here we say Y belongs to C, so it is belonging to, then C is a subset of B. Clear? And here we say that if it belongs to B, so here we have got the condition that Y belongs to C, and here it says Y belongs to B, then also that it will be C will be the subset of B. Clear? So this will have by the first and second condition or the statement, we say that we can say A is equal to B, as C is a subset of B and B is a subset of C. In both the way it has been proved, so then we can say A is equal to B. Now we move to further next question. Fourth question, you see, it says show that the following four conditions are equivalent. The following four conditions are equivalent. That means कि A is a subset of B is equivalent to A minus B is a phi, and A union B is a subset of these all four conditions are equivalent. How these conditions will be equivalent? Let us take a. Now here we take by showing condition 1 is equivalent to condition 2. Okay. Let's say A minus B is empty set. So under what condition A minus B will be empty set? For A minus B say difference of the set, we are taking the elements of A which are not present in B, isn't it? Which are not present in B but are present in A. So when it will happen that we will get an empty set when we say that every element of A, that means कि every X belongs to A and every X belongs to B. So then only this situation will arise, isn't it? So here if all the X belongs to A and X belongs to B, then we can say A is a subset of B. We can say it or not? A is a subset of B. So then it is equivalent to the condition 1 is equivalent to condition 2. Now we take the second condition, first and third. The first was A is a subset of B, and third was A union B is equal to B. So here we take that x belongs to A. That if x belongs to A, then x belongs to A union B. If x belongs to A, so x belongs to A union B. So if x belongs to A union B, then we can say x belongs to B. Isn't it? So x belongs to B. So here says ki A union B is equal to B. Then we can say ki A is a subset of B. A union B is B. So then we can say A is a subset of B. So when it is a subset of B, so we can say that it satisfies the first and third. Okay. Now we take the fourth one, fourth condition. It says ki A intersection B is A. So here we assume ki x belongs to A. So x belongs to A. So x belongs to A intersection B also, because it is given ki A intersection B is equal to A. A intersection B is equal to A. So when it is belonging to A and x belongs to A, so it will belongs to x intersection B. So when it belongs to A, so therefore x belongs to B as well. It belongs to A as well as B. So when it belonging to them, you can say A is a subset of B. So this we say that all the four conditions are satisfied, that they are equivalent to each other. Isn't it? Okay. Now we move to another question. The question number 5 says, show that if A is a subset of B, then C minus B is subset of C minus A. Now here we know it very well ki when A is a subset of B, so all the elements of A are present in B. And here we need to show that C minus B, C is the another third set. The elements of C, but you do that, whatever the elements of C is here, they are not present in B. And here the elements of C, we are getting it, so that should not be present in A. So then only it will become the subset, isn't it? So here we assume that x belongs to C minus B. So if x belongs to C minus B, whatever the set obtained from here, that this x will belong to set of all those elements which are present in C but not in B. Clear? So here that is x belongs to C and x does not belongs to B. Clear? So when x belongs to B, does not belongs to B, so how it will belongs to A? A is what? A is a subset of B. So A contains, and all the elements of A will present in B. So this will be a, then if x does not belongs to B, so how x will belong to A? So here we can say ki x belongs to C and x does not belongs to A. Reason ki A is a subset of B, and you know it very well ki that subset is what? Subset is a part of set B. A is a subset of B, so A is a part of B. So when it is not present in B, how it is possible ki that it is present in A? Clear? So then we can say ki x belongs to C minus A. So when it belongs to C minus A, so all the, here we are taking that x belongs to C minus B, x belongs to C minus A, then we can say कि C minus B is the subset of C minus A. I hope this thing is clear. Here I have not used any statement, but for your support of your solution, you should write down the statement wherever it is required. I hope this thing is clear. Do these questions on your own so that you are clear with the concept. Major thing is that if you are not clear with the concept, then you will face a problem if you get these kinds of the question. Okay, go through this video, pause the video, try to understand it and redo the questions which I give it to you. Okay.